Welcome back to my Star Wars Legends Expanded Universe chronological timeline rating, where I go through the expanded universe according to my chronological timeline order, my personal list, and rank each and every individual piece of media out of a 10-point scale. And today I have Tales of the Jedi, The Golden Age of the Sith, number 0, a preview issue of the prequel Tales of the Jedi series by Kevin J. Anderson. We are finally on Tales of the Jedi. This issue was released in 1996. It takes place in 5000 BBY. It's a comic issue, and it was published by Dark Horse. And this story details a Jedi named Odin who studies history. He's a scholar. So unlike a lot of Jedi, he's actually pursuing knowledge and not a warrior of this time. And so he's studying events from thousands of years before, events that he summarizes on the first page, such as the schisms, where the Dark Jedi were fought back and went and established the Sith Empire. So it references stuff that took place thousands of years ago that we've just been reading about in the short stories. So reading it this way, it just really makes a lot of sense, lots of great connections, because this reiterates a lot of what we were just reading in the last 3-4 short stories. Which is really a testament to continuity. But Odin is just poring over some scrolls when his master Uru, and Uru is basically a squid with a big brain and elf ears. He reminds me of a little bit of Orko from the old He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon. And Uru tells him that he must go to the Empress, or he must go to the Koro system, where Empress Teta is attempting to unify the 7 planets in that system, and they have 6 of the 7 planets unified, but there's some pirates. The pirates are called it says later, but then there's some pirates who are in the last stronghold on the 7th planet. But Empress Teta wants to unify the Koro system under her regime, which seems like a good thing here. Then we're introduced to Hawk and Timar Daragon, and they are supply runners, and they have a daughter and a son named Jory and Gav Daragon, and they work for a hut named Arba, and Arba is this hut that is my spirit animal, to be honest. He reclines in his seat, belly up, reclined in his seat like a pro, and he's a nice hut. He seems to care about these people, and he's cracking some jokes, which is really good. Like he reminds me of this hut reminds me of Quark, the Ferengi from Deep Space Nine, a bit in his characterization. He's quite humorous. And so Hawk and Timor say goodbye to their children and are going on a routine supply run. Odin finally manages to reach it to the Sinagar, the final planet in the system that Empress Teta is trying to take, and Odin meets up with Mehmet Nadil, and they do not exactly approve of Empress Teta's bloodthirsty tactics. So Odin suggests Jedi battle meditation, an important force power that we see pop up from time to time, and he's learned this from the ancient scrolls because, as he mentions, he's a scholar, not a warrior. And I'm really digging Odin design in the art for this. He just looks really, really cool. And so he explains it to the tactic to Mehmet Nadil so that they can save lives, so that the battle will be less bloodthirsty. So they use the battle meditation to make the enemies in the stronghold run for their lives, break their line, and then they make them under the impression that rescue attempts and reinforcements are coming in when it's actually them. So they're able to avoid a lot of conflict. However, while grappling for their minds, some of them react with just shoot anything. And so in shooting everything, a supply ship drops down with the Daragorn parents, and they are blown up and destroyed, unfortunately. and so they are a casualty of the battle. And Odin reflects that he's had enough battle already, and it's too bloodthirsty for him. He'd rather be a scholar. And then he says, "Look at those poor souls who were innocents, who in that cargo ship who just blew up." And Mehmet Nadil says, "Many more lives would be lost if you hadn't used your Jedi battle meditation." And now Arba basically gives the keys to the car, the last thing the Daragorns own, their last ship, and sends them on their way with the ship. He actually has really sad-looking eyes, very sad to give the children the news that their parents died in a battle. So, summary of this story, the Empress Teta system is finally reunited, and all under Empress Teta's rule. I guess it's not the Empress Teta system, the Corvus system is finally united, and Jav and I keep forgetting their names. Gav and Jory. I want to call them Jav and Gory. Gav and Jory Daragon are now orphans, but now they have a ship. And the last panel, they're going to explore the galaxy now. So this issue does a really good job setting up where the rest of the comic series is going to go. It does everything that a preview issue should do. Introduces you to the time period, gives you a taste of the characters, and sets up the plot threads that are going to move forward. So this is excellently done for a preview issue. I think this is actually one of the best preview issues I've read of all of the number 0 issues that they created in the expanded universe. This one's really good. The artwork is really fantastic. I really enjoy it. And then the story and the world currently is very interesting. And referencing, where the Sith have come from, which I guess this did predate the short stories that I just read, but it just makes the short stories seem so much cooler that they all connect and tie in together so seamlessly. So this is a pretty good story. Overall positives, Odin already is interesting visually. Uru is interesting visually. The artwork really works here. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I really enjoyed the art style that was used on this comic series. The plot, although it's short and doesn't give you a lot of time to go deep into it, it does give enough of this world to where you are intrigued and interested. Overall negatives, I can't think of many negatives except I when rereading this, I had the distinct impression of not liking Gav and Jory Daragon this time around. I never remember liking the characters the first time through, but this time reading issue 0, I was especially struck by a feeling of that they're pompous, entitled, immature. From only a few pages of dialogue, they just come across as snotty. So I don't like the characterization that much. I don't remember where it goes. I think that may have been the point of these characters, but I don't remember for sure. So I'll see how that goes this time around. But overall, really solid issue. I would give this 5 of 10. It's a really good issue. Good preview issue that gets you excited for where the storyline's going to go. So I really enjoyed this preview issue. It's probably the best one in the EU, as I said. But what about you guys? What did you think of the preview issue? Issue number 0 for Tales of the Jedi, the Golden Age of the Sith. It's a pretty solid start. I don't remember liking Kevin J. Anderson's prequels as much as Tom Veitch's stuff. But, we'll see how I like it this time around.